This is my fuel filter. This filters the diesel fuel, right? This right here. So guys, under the fuel filter, you're gonna see there's a lid.
That means you're extra.
Good morning, my viewers and subscribers. What's up? What's going on? Today I'll be doing a video, guys. I want to talk about some stuff that drivers do not check, especially when driving at night. Right? Some critical stuff that drivers don't check, which I believe they are very important. So guys, I'm gonna point out some stuff, and I hope this is very informative to you guys. I hope you guys learn something and take note of, some key stuff that I'm gonna point out. I'm gonna just walk around the truck, and show you guys some stuff, and try to, share the knowledge that I have, and you guys could leave a comment, tell me something that you know, so somebody else could read the comment and see what's going on. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. All right, guys. So here's my check, right? So first, I'm on the right hand side of my tractor, so I'm gonna check my antifreeze reservoir. Okay, I'm gonna check the hose right here. I'm gonna check the reservoir. If there's any leak, I'm gonna check all my hoses, right? I'm gonna check my exhaust, where you can see that's my turbo, right? Turbine is right here. Check the hoses, there's no sign of soot, and all these things, right? This is my EGR, my old EGR system. This cleans the exhaust, right? It's sent to this right here. This is the whole EGR system, right? Where it cleans the exhaust so that it doesn't give black smoke, right? So this is my fuel filter. This filters the diesel fuel, right? This right here. So guys, under the fuel filter, you're gonna see there's a lid right here. This lid right here, I'm gonna speak up a bit. This lid right here, guys, is to remove the water from the system. So just in case you're driving and you see check fuel comes up on your dashboard, it's possible that you need to remove the water from your system. All you gotta do is pull this down, let it run for like 5 seconds, pull it up back, pull it down back, let it run for 5 seconds, and bring it up back all the way, and your water should be out. It's gonna be a little bit of diesel fuel on the ground, but that's okay. That's totally okay. And then guys, you're gonna check there's any leak, right? On the side of your engine, all O's, there's no leak. You're gonna change your shock, check your shocks rather, check your leaf spring. If there's any cracks or illegal wells, right? Your brake chamber, right? This truck is disc rotor, so you're gonna check the disc rotor if the pads are high. Here, the spring mount, you're gonna check if it's grease. This is the grease nipple. My truck greased the other day, so it's okay. Yeah guys, so that's about it for this side. My air filter is clean, so my tires are perfect, so I'm gonna walk around to show you more on this side of my truck. So this is my steering box, right? It has no more than 2 inches of play. It's perfect, right? My belts are perfect, right? My alternator, right? My water pump, everything is okay so far. My AC compressor is not loose. There's no looseness, no signs of looseness, Everything looks perfectly fine, right? My dipstick, you know, just check the general area for any leaks. So there's no signs of any loose bolts, no torn wires, nor ripped wires. There's no sign of leaking here. My hoses are perfectly fitted and they are not leaking, right? My intercooler is not leaking. My clamps are perfectly tight. My AC hoses are okay. Just missed the cover here, but that's okay. Then, you know, check your shocks, your springs, you know, and all these things, you know, the hoses, the cotter pins, castle nuts. Check if they are in place, and just the general stuff on the suspension, you know. Check for anything that looks like they're not in the right place and they're not okay, you know. That's about it. My air tanks, check your air tanks. There's a little leak, but that's okay. My DF tank is full, it's hand tight, and you can check your fuel cap and tight, it's full, right? You check your general hoses, you know. You can check these, your cab shocks. Ensure that your cab shocks, these bolts are tight, right? Mine are very tight. Ensure that when you pull this down like this, it doesn't shake. There's no shaking in the bolts, you know. Your cab airbags are not leaking, you know. And this is very important, guys, for you to check, right? Check that. Ensure that your electrical line is connected properly and it's locked. This here, you gotta lock. Ensure that you can't pull it out. Okay, you gotta ensure that it's locked. And your glands, your emergency and service brake line are all the way down and locked, right? You're gonna check all your arms, your torque rods, torque arm. You're gonna check your fifth wheel, right? Before you drive off in the morning, check your fifth wheel that it's properly greased, and the locking jaw. The locking jaw is locked. That's the locking jaw right there. Right there is the locking jaw. Ensure it's locked around the shank of the kingpin. Guys, I have to ensure that your drums are not leaking. Your axle seal are not leaking, rather. If your axle seals are leaking, they're gonna leak in the drums. And if the axle seal leak in the drums, you're not gonna have as much brake as you should have. It's gonna be less friction, less brake. You know, spring hangers, spring arms, right? Spring hanger, spring arm. Ensure that they're not cracked. Gearbags are not leaking, right? If they ensure that your airbags are properly mounted and secure, all the rear should be present and tight, right? The locking jaw is in the lock position and it's greased. However, guys, ensure that your combination lights, which are these lights, are working properly, right? Your reverse light are working properly. The splash guard is elevated, right, off the ground, right? Your landing gear is all the way up. Check your chassis all the way to the back. Ensure your chassis is not cracked or bent or broken and has no illegal holes or welding. You know, you gotta check your leaf springs here. This is your leaf spring. Ensure all are present, right, and are cracked or broken. You know, you gotta check the drum, right? This is the drum. Here is your drum, right? And you have the shoe. Make sure you have as much friction. The friction here is high enough and it's not worn. Okay, you gotta check all your U-bolts and those stuff, your tires. Ensure you have good tires. You know, check your hub seals. Hub seal right there. You know, you gotta check those stuff. I always ensure my pins are closed, but just in case you're not driving, a container vehicle like chassis with a container on it, you know, just generally speaking about all trucks, you gotta ensure that you check all these things, right guys? Okay, yeah, so guys, this is the landing gear. So whenever you are bringing up your landing gear, to bring up your landing gear from the ground up, you gotta wind your landing gear anti-clockwise, which is this way. If you're gonna put your landing gear down, you gotta put it clockwise to bring it down. So remember, to bring your landing gear from the ground up, it's anti-clockwise. To bring it down, it's clockwise. Always remember that, guys, so you don't get confused, you know, when you're doing it. That's very critical for you to know. Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna show you another key point. Whenever you're at the truck stop, I'm gonna show you something very critical. Okay, so guys, the last thing I'm gonna show you guys is how to do a tug test. The reason why I'm gonna tell you and I'm gonna show you how to do, I'm gonna walk you through a tug test, is because you can't trust nobody. Just in case you pull up to a truck stop or you pull up to a location, wherever it is, always do a tug test, because you don't know who is gonna pull your release arm and leave your trailer on the ground. Your trailer damage, goods damage, everything damage. You possibly can lose your job just by not checking. They're gonna say it's your negligence. So I'm gonna show you guys how to always do your tug test. Always be careful on the road, because you can't trust nobody. Alright, for the tug test, okay, I'm gonna put my foot on the brake. I'm gonna depress my tractor parking brake only. So your trailer parking brake should be applied. It should be up, just one. Okay, this one. Okay, and you're gonna put the tractor in drive. It's in D, and then you're gonna gently ease off brake, and you're gonna put your foot on the acceleration pedal, and your tractor should not move. Gently, just in case someone pull your release arm, you should gently, and always watch in the mirror. Always watch in the mirror if it's moving, right? So it's one place it's not moving, so you know it's perfect. So okay, now guys, that you checked, do your tug test and check that your kingpin is locked. Your locking jar is locked around the shank of your kingpin. You can proceed to your journey, right? It's always safe to check those stuff, because you have all different type of unscrupulous people out there, and you don't want to. You just pray to God that you do not encounter people like those. Yeah guys, thanks for watching my video. I appreciate you guys. Please like, share and subscribe. Please leave a comment, leave a like, please share. Okay guys, I hope this video was informative to you guys, and looking forward to do another video. To inform you guys, you know. Please leave a comment if you want me to do a video of something. I'll do it, no problem. All right guys, peace. I'm out.